Yes, people. Liverpool lose again. Manchester City 3, Liverpool nil. A very, very poor performance from the Reds today against a very dominant Manchester City team from start to finish. Um, it's a tough one to take, man. It was a tough one to take. It was a tough watch as well. Got dominated from every aspect of the pitch. Defensively wise, we were very poor. Offensively, we didn't really create enough. And in the midfield, we're just getting overrun left, right, and center. Is not a great way to end this month going into the international break. The last games that we had have not showed me enough. But we'll get into it in a little bit more detail. Obviously, housekeeping as always. I appreciate Mo, big up Mo, Judge Mo for sending people over from his stream. If you haven't already, I've subscribed to Mo. But housekeeping as always. If you haven't already, like the stream, comment as well if you have any extra thoughts on the game, and also subscribe to the channel on the road to 500 subscribers, or I think currently on 408. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, get the algorithm up as much as possible. And yes, we'll get to it. So Liverpool against Manchester City. Big up Yards, as always. Big up Magnus King. I see all people in the house. Big up Stephen as well. Liverpool, Man City. Oh, today was a poor watch. We looked lackluster. We didn't look up for the game, especially a big game like Liverpool versus Manchester City. We didn't look like we were producing anything of note. The passing was non-existent. The defending was shocking at times. And going forward was just, we didn't look like we wanted to play football. Really didn't want to look like we wanted to play football. Not one player on that pitch today deserved any credit. You could argue Mamadashvili for saving that penalty, but then again, he was the one that conceded it. To be fair, it was a dubious penalty in my opinion. I don't think it was a penalty at all. But one thing I will say is fair play to Manchester City. I think we need to get on straight with that. Manchester City played a really good game today. Very, very good. They wanted the ball more. They were winning their duels consistently. I think they had a. If I want to get the stats right, they had 57% contest. Well, not 57. They won 57% of their contested duels out of 43, which just shows. If you talk about a Liverpool team that wanted to really dominate the game, you can't be letting Manchester City win their defensive duels on a regular basis, man. You really, really can't. Where should I start off with? Who should I start off with? Well, firstly, I'll start off with this. I'll start off with Ibu Konate, who's gotten a lot of stick recently, and gotten a lot of criticism, rightly so as well, because he hasn't been playing well this entire season. I think for me, Ibu Konate on the ball hasn't been playing that well. Defensively, he's been making a lot of mistakes. However, that doesn't excuse the fact that our players overall were not giving him any service. We know that Ibu Konate is very susceptible from playing out the back. He struggles at playing passes in between the lines. But why is it that our defense are completely isolated? Our two centre backs, we see Virgil and Konate together, but yet our fullbacks are so far up the pitch. It don't make no sense to me. The first goal as well. Look, Doku had Conor Bradley on toast today. He was cooking up left, right, and centre, getting to put in a spliff, anything that you want to put on top of that. But Ibu Konate for that penalty. Conor Bradley, the only incidences where Conor Bradley actually won his duel against Jeremy Doku. Konate, for some stupid reason, Bradley shields the ball. Doku's on his left. He's not going to get the ball. But Konate, for some stupid reason, decides to, I'm just gonna try and get involved and put a resume a lot of pressure from our team. But what do you know? He kicks it straight out of Conor Bradley. Jeremy Doku gets his chance on goal, and then we could see the penalty. Just ridiculous decisions from our centre backs today. And Virgil, I've been a big advocate for what Virgil's done in the last 5 to 6 years. Been the best centre back in the league, the best centre back in the world. But bro, today you gave it the biggin against Wayne Rooney. You told him what it was about, told him the situation for the team. I think he was rightly so. I think some of the criticism was a bit over the top from certain people. But bro, today, that second goal, lazy defending. Lazy defending. Why is man leaving his leg out? A lazy leg. We go at players for just leaving out lazy legs all the time, just to block a shot, and then it proceeds to deflect off him, and then they get their second goal. It's just overall, I don't get why our players are playing like actual bozos, but they're the manager as well. What was it? 5 losses in 6 in the Premier League. I gave a lot of credit to Slot against Real Madrid. I gave a lot of credit to Slot against Aston Villa. But today, that's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous that the way that we played against them, the style of play as well. We know how good they are on transition. We know how good Manchester City are at giving the ball to Haaland, getting it on the turn, and starting counter-attacks. But what do? We press from the front, and we play a mid-block and just allow Haaland, Doku, and Foden to go up against our centre-backs and our full-backs, leaving on a 4v3 situation. Why is it when last season we knew that Pep Guardiola loved to keep the ball and it wasn't working for him, but this season we decided that we would go at them, leave spaces in the midfield, leave spaces in behind, and just allow them to play their transition game, which they've been dominating teams for a long, long time, ever since the start of the season, ever since the third game of the season. It just don't make no sense to me, man. It just really doesn't make any sense to me. Why we didn't play with the aggressive press? Why we didn't play with the aggressive press, which is what we are known for? I don't know. Slot is hell bent on this new style that doesn't suit the players. Slot gonna die on his sword. This press today, I mean, if I go into depth about the press today, it was just non-existent. I don't know what that press was. If you're gonna press Manchester City, you gotta do it full-heartedly. A big up AK in the building. I know you're a Man City fan. It was a very good win against you, man. Big Virgil was talking again. Yep. You did cook us. You did cook us. And we deserve a lot of the humbling that we get right now, man. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done on the pitch. Is it just me or only Sobo actually looks like he actually cares they are on the pitch? From the regular stars, big up Ram and Chat, big up Andre as well. I don't know, man. I don't know. And it's worrying the fact that if you look at Soberstein, he's the only player that's actually trying on the pitch. It don't bode well for this team, man. It don't bode well for this team. Now, I want to say, because I've been seeing this a lot, I will get into the Slot situation as well. There's a lot of comments in regards to Arne Slot, and Andre puts it here perfectly. I'm not out Slot out yet. I can't even believe you are here, but can't blame anyone who wants him gone. He doesn't help himself. I don't know what our identity is anymore. I've seen a lot of people saying Slot out, and obviously me and Yards have had these conversations about Slot. Personally, for me, I've been a massive advocate for what he's done in the last year and a bit. I think he's put in a lot of tactical masterclasses against the likes of Manchester City, the likes of Chelsea last season, Arsenal last season as well. He's done so many good masterclasses like Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League. But this season, I've said this multiple times to multiple people. I'm not angry at anyone who thinks that Slot isn't good enough to take us further. Do I believe that he can? Yes, to an extent, because I've seen what he done against Aston Villa. I've seen the tactical nous that he's shown against Aston Villa and Real Madrid. The fact that he can slowly change things up, but doing stuff like this against Manchester City, like you're undoing all the hard work that you've done at the start of the season. You're undoing all this hard work, not even at the start of last season. You're undoing all that hard work that you've done. Like it's just been a very, very poor game overall, man. It's been a very, very poor game. Big up Mustafa in the chat. Big up Ram. I just knew Doku would have this game because he's been City's second best attacker. He's improved from last season, and he showed it today, man. He showed it today. Big up Ashes as well. No Florian Wirtz was your best player, bro. If that was Florian Wirtz was the best player today, that says a lot about this performance because he was ass. He was absolute ass as well. Why did you not play Isak? What's the point of bringing on Isak? He's just come back from a groin injury. And if he's come back from a groin injury and we're already 3-0 down, like, what's the point of bringing him on anyway? Just for him to get cooked even further, being like, came on half an hour, didn't do anything. Like, what's he going to do? There's no point of bringing him on, man. There's no real point of bringing him on. Big up Ravi in the chat. Big up Ram. Yo, I'm furious as I never wanted Slot to begin with, but here we are, finished under Slot. The crack started last season, and now look at us. You can't defend it, man. You can't defend any of what Slot is doing. You can't defend the fact that we're getting overrun in the midfield. The midfield that we utilized last season that was dominating teams is no longer there. The likes of Gravenberch is not playing to the same level that he was last season. The likes of Soboslai is doing one-man missions, trying to press the team from the back to front. You got Alexis McAllister. I love Alexis McAllister, but bro, I don't know what you're doing in this team at this moment. You showed two great performances against Aston Villa and against Manchester City, against Real Madrid, but you're not linking up play. You're not providing the needle eye of the needle through ball passes into our attack. You're not doing anything dynamic. You're not showing aggression in the team. So what if you're not doing any of those things that we gave you so much credit for? What are you doing on this team? What are you doing on this team? And I love Maka. I've been such a massive fan of Maka ever since he's joined a Liverpool Football Club from 2023. But bro, today, it was just poor. It was just poor. And getting on to the attack as well. Ekitike, Wirtz, and Salah, man, like every pass that we gave to them, poor touches. Every time Florian Wirtz was on the pit, I had the ball at his feet, tried to take past a man, either gets fouled, which fair play, you're here to win. I don't blame Manchester City for doing that. He either gets fouled or he prioritizes the wrong pass. Like 23 minutes in, and he gets the ball and he's not able to find a through ball in towards Hugo Ekitike. It's just not good enough, man. It's just not good enough. And we're expecting we paid 160 million pounds for this player. I'm one of the big advocates for giving players time. They need to give them a time, let them show their quality, and we'll reap the rewards for it. But bro, if you're not able to make simple through ball passes, and we paid 116 million pounds for you, knowing the quality that you possess, sorry, not good enough, man. Not good enough at all. Big up Mustafa. I felt this under Ten Hag opposition used to bully our midfield with the 3-1 bro. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Ekitike needs to get in. I don't even know, bro. Like Ekitike Suarez, man. I'm just saying, bro. Ekitike wasn't even good himself. Like he was one of our best players this season. He was dominating games at the start, scoring very important goals. But now the run of form has just been really, really poor. Big up Paul, as always. Winners are ruthless and sentiment has no place in our great club. There have been plenty of managers that have been sacked after winning the league. Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho, and Claudio Ranieri. This is why I say to people that are heavy slot in is like, remember, managers that have won league titles before, they weren't given the time. And you saw what happened. Antonio Conte didn't get time. Things got really bad under Ranieri for Leicester. He got the boot. Just saying, you left resting on your laurels. It's not gonna be what you think it is, man. You should It's not what it's not what you think it's gonna be. This guy needs to buck up his ideas, or it's just gonna be lights out this season. But one thing I'm thankful for right now. I know Thanksgiving is nearby, so I have to do the whole thankful thing. International break is coming up, and this is the perfect time for the manager to reset. Perfect time for the players to reset, get their ideas back on track, and get our season back on track as well. Like it don't make sense how the first part of the season we play poorly, but we're still able to get the wins. But after that, we aren't able to put in a single performance. Like it don't make any sense, man. It don't make any sense. And you know what? As a Liverpool fan, I am so glad that international break is today. I'm so glad that international break is coming up these 2 weeks because I'm sick and tired of watching this football club let me down every single time. They give me a good performance. I'm like, cool. Eintracht Frankfurt, great performance. Next game against Manchester United, we lose 2-1. Cool. Great performance against Aston Villa. Then another great performance against Real Madrid. But then we play against Manchester City and we get beaten 3-0 as if we might as well forfeited the match. I am sick and tired of seeing progress, taking one step forward, but then doing 2 steps backwards, man. I thought we're better than this. And it's ridiculous to see, man. Ram, why are you still playing? Why are we still playing McAllister? But he's a nervous wreck. Kanata is checked out, and VVD has come to the end of his time. No link up, and we just look washed from back to front. Everyone is slacking. It's a fair point. And I don't know what Curtis Jones has done to Arne Slot. I don't know what he's shown that is like, oh, he's not good enough to play. Play him, man. You played him last season against Manchester City, and he played relatively well. And he's shown this season that he's still maintaining the levels. So why don't you play him Why don't you play him now? Like, why are you so invested in playing McAllister every single match this week? It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense at all, man. And it's a joke. It's a joke. If you talk about this game in general, the players were a joke, and the team were a joke. It's as simple as that. Slot should have eased the new signings in gently, like Pep is doing with Cherky and the new signings, instead of putting much pressure on them and starting them. I was very concerned about the fact that one thing I would say about the transfer window. I want to get these words right. I was happy the fact that we strengthened the team overall and strengthened the squad. The one thing I mentioned all the time, even with the players that we brought in, it means that our backups are stronger as well. Like the likes of Robertson still fit. The likes of Jones is still there. Like we still got quality around the team. We can ease Florian Wirtz into this team. We can ease Isak into the team. Ekatike started like a bull in a china shop. He's been absolutely fantastic once he's joined the club. But why are we putting so much emphasis on these new signings? We need to put. Why we've gone to such a different style of play where we played with a very specific style that suited the likes of Mo Salah. We got Dominic Szoboszlai doing his thing, but then we're not able to find a way of cohesing everything together. And for me, I'm sorry, people saying that we bought too many players. That's on the manager. I can't be sitting here being like the manager wasn't part of the recruitment team. Of course he was. Of course he was part of the recruitment team. It's ridiculous that he wasn't. If he wasn't, then he wouldn't have advocated, he wouldn't have told Florian Wirtz about the way that he's going to play as a number 10. He would have told Ekatike would have convinced Ekatike to join us. He wanted these players. So you got your players, you got to do something about it, man. You got to do something with them. It don't make no sense, man. Does it look like most of the players are not feeling this new system, which is why some of us were saying that Slot might have lost the dressing room? I don't think he's lost the dressing room yet. If he has lost the dressing room already, then that's the time. That's a sign where you have to get rid of the manager. If he has lost the dressing room at this moment in time, the 10th of November, he needs to get gone. Because at this moment, if he's lost the dressing room, it will only get worse from here. We saw what happened under Unai Emery. For Arsenal under Unai Emery, it's getting bad. It's getting toxic. It was getting worse and worse and worse. And we don't want to be in that situation. We've tried too hard, and we've got ourselves to a point where we don't want to be in a situation where we have to take six steps back to 2016 when first joined the club. When Klopp first joined the club, you just don't want to do that, man. Some of the players look like they don't know what they're supposed to be doing at times. They like they don't understand the tactics or instructions, bro. I'm telling you, man. Some of these players just don't know what they're doing. I swear to God. Salah's just running straight into his left back. Florian's looking left, right, center, but is not able to string a simple pass together. Ekitike is moving all over the pitch, but not being able to see the ball. Sobosai is running around trying to start the press, trying to defend as well, but not even seeing, not being in positions to be able to create. Gravenberch, I don't know what Gravenberch was doing today. Man was trying to turn inside and out, but was just losing the ball every single time. It's a culmination of things. If we're talking about this game in isolation, it's a culmination. I will not put all the blame on Arne Slot. The players deserve a lot of criticism today. The players have made it to an extent where we got absolutely ran ragged against them. Absolutely ran ragged. I'm just saying. Liverpool and Newcastle ruined their season because of what Isak done in the summer, bro. I think I've gone past with what is the Isak situation. We literally tranquilized football. 450 million spent to look like a League One side. Going there, some still get a head in sand only. Gonna get worse. We're playing, yeah, bro. I understand. I understand. We spent 450 million pounds and we don't know what we're doing. We're playing as if we're not a top level team, as if we haven't got top level players. It's just, it don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. Big up Ravi. Jones would have been suited if he came on for 70 minutes. Yeah, I know, man. I know it's a tough one to watch. I personally believe it's a tactical issue because it isn't a coincidence that all the players have all of a sudden looked bad and have looked Space Jam. I'm telling you, man, if multiple players aren't playing well, it can't only be just the players. Players can get criticism, no doubt. They play poorly, played absolutely poorly. But the manager picks the team. The manager sets out his tactics. The manager's the guy that tries to get us forward, but we're not playing well. If we're not playing well, then what are we doing? What are we doing as a team? It's not good enough. Not good enough at all. I would bring back Elliott and give Rio and Chiesa a go, but that's not happening. Well, it's not possible. I think Aston Villa put a clause in where he joins them at the end of the season. So even though it's on a loan, he's still bound to Aston Villa. Big up Thunder Road, 115 plus people watching and less than 20 likes. I know people get the likes up. If you just joined, appreciate you guys being here, locked in at 12:10 at this moment. Hit the like button. There's about 120 people in the stream, bro. Hit the like button. Get the algorithm up as much as possible. It's free. It's not hard. It's just a little button underneath. Hit the like button. Get the algorithm up as much as possible. And subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you're new. Heck, even Liverpool have got me so bad, I'm even choking on my own saliva. That's how bad it's got. Big up Gary as always. Rams, I miss Nunez, bro. That's when you know things are bad. You're still out and you miss Nunez. I thought we signed Ekitike and Isak to forget about players like Nunez. But it is what it is. Big up Fake Pundit as always. It is stressful times. It is very, very stressful. If we win the Champions League but have the worst league form ever, does he stay? If you win the Champions League, it's an achievement that very few managers in Liverpool history have done. Very few managers in the history of Liverpool have done. If you win the league and the Champions League, it's a very successful career that you've had at Liverpool. Does he deserve to stay? Potentially, he does deserve to stay. But do I think we'll win the Champions League? Obviously, hoping that we do. But if you're telling me we're up against Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, well, we play Real Madrid and they were ass. Telling me we're playing up against Bayern Munich, Arsenal, potentially PSG, heck, even Inter. Even if we play Inter, it's just not a good look, man. It's just not a good look. That's... Big up Mantis as always, man. Got you round, bro. I need a lot of help during this international break. But obviously, talking, segueing away from Liverpool, Manchester City, in general for the channel. I will be doing a lot more updates about Liverpool in general. I'll be doing a couple of panel streams, getting on a couple of people. I'm going to message a few people and just talk about Liverpool in general. But yeah, there will be a lot more content coming up on the Ram stand. So please do, if you haven't already, hit the notification button and subscribe as well. We will be putting a lot more content out there for you people. So there's still things in the pipeline as well. Big up Scary Terry. And my man might want to watch some Rick and Morty as well. Say what you like about Real Madrid, but they won Champions League and doubles and sacked their manager Stanwards again. Real Madrid hold their club to high standards because they attract the players that they have. If they have players like Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo, they signed Hoyson, they signed Trent, Courtois. They've got the best of the team. They hold their club to high standards. And Arne Slot has won a Premier League, which is good for him. And I give him so much praise for that Premier League win. But at the end of the day, a Premier League win doesn't advocate for losing 5 games out of 6 in the Premier League. I need to quickly check how many games have we lost in Klopp's last season. I'm going to have a look right now. Liverpool 2023-24 table. We lost 4 games. We lost 4 games. In Klopp's last season, we lost 4 games. Finished on 82 points. And I'm going to have a look at the season before, 2022-2023. Where did we finish? I have to look on Wikipedia for this. We lost 9 games. In Klopp's worst season, when in 2022-2023, we lost 9 games, Strat. 9 games. We've already lost 5. We lost 5 in the league. Oh, we need help, man. We need a lot of help. And we need a miracle. We need a miracle as much as possible. It's dark when the fan base bring back Diaz and Nunes revisionism, bro. That's when you know. That's when you know where things are getting really bad. If everyone's telling us that Nunes and Diaz, and we missed them so much after having the window that we had, says a lot, man. Says a lot. Rams Ekatike is not been used properly. Isak is a write-off for this season, bro. We spent 130 M's and we can't be saying he's a write-off. We can't be saying he's a write-off. We can't break the record for him and say he's a write-off. I know he's been poor. I know he hasn't had a proper preseason, but bro, I can't, Gary, man. I can't say it. I can't do it, man. Big up Mantis. We are going from finishing top of the Champions League group last year to playing Lincoln Red Imps. Yeah, bro. It's not looking good, bruv. We're not even qualifying for conference. We're 8th. If we finish 7th, we will be finishing conference, but we're not even qualifying for conference at this rate. Well, we've lost more than Everton now. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have a look at the table right now. You know what? I'm gonna share my screen as well. I'm gonna share my screen for you people. Here it is. So Liverpool are here. I'm gonna zoom in as well. Make sure you guys are looking at this right now. So let's have a look at who's lost more games than us this season. Oh, sorry, who hasn't lost more games than us this season? As you can see, Liverpool have lost 5 games. So Arsenal have lost 1 game. City have lost 3 games. Chelsea have lost 3 games. Sunderland lost 2 games. Tottenham have lost 3 games. Aston Villa have lost 3 games. Manchester United have lost 3 games. Bournemouth have lost 3 games. Crystal Palace have lost 2 games. Brighton have lost 3 games. Brentford have lost 5 games. Everton have lost 4 games. Newcastle have lost 5 games. And then you get down to the likes of Fulham, Leeds, Burnley, West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Wolves. Says a lot, doesn't it? Says a lot. Only the bottom 5 teams, bottom 6 teams in the league have lost more games than us this season. That's not even that. We're behind Manchester United, man. We're behind Man United. Like, what are we doing here? How can a team that was champions last season be behind one of the worst Man United teams of all time? One of the worst Man United teams that we've ever seen. It is. You know what I'm saying? Big up Sammy as always. Rams, your right window was compared to 2009 Madrid window, bro. I'm saying we can't be saying that it was a poor window when we were saying that it was the best window of all, one of the best windows of all time. We were having our own Galacticos. We have quality players in this team, we're just not using it properly, man. The sale of Luis Diaz this summer was one of the most ridiculous transfers made by a decision by the club. I have good authority to tell you that apparently there was a falling out between the manager and the player, so he had to leave. He didn't want to stay. Then we offered him money, but he didn't want to stay. So if the player doesn't want to stay here, he has to go, and that's on the manager, in my opinion. That's on the manager. I'm all right with the Diaz leaving, but you've got to replace him, man. You've got to replace him. Big up Amrish, big up Ram. This is the dark ages. We're playing like a mid-table team with world-class players. I don't know who to blame anymore. Slot changed the tactic for sure. I feel the players don't have motivation, bro. I'm struggling to see the players want and desire to win football matches at this moment. I really do. I just don't see them winning. I just don't see them wanting to go out and win football matches. Like I think, I believe it was. I think someone said this in the chat. Apologies if I didn't, if I've forgotten. I think it was. I think it might have been Ant. Soboslai looks like the only guy that looks like he wants to play. It looks like he wants to play, and it's tough to watch. It's tough to watch. You will get 45 points minimum this season at Anfield, but your problem is away from home. Bro, I don't know, man. Sammy, you can't having 45 points away from home. I can take that. I can take that all day. But bro, we have to be winning majority of these games away from home, man. Like, it's inexcusable. We can't be losing to Brentford away from home. We can't be losing. We can't be 8 points behind Arsenal, and we're in November. Like, it will take a miracle for us to win the league. I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm gonna make myself big screen as well. The title's gone for us. The title's gone. The Premier League is out of reach for us. We've already lost 5 games at this moment. We've already conceded, was it 18 goals? 17 goals this season. One of the worst defenses in the league. Only Leeds United, Burnley, West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Wolves have conceded more than us, and Bournemouth and United. We're leaking in goals. We're failing to score goals. Everything from back to front is looking poor. And someone says it right here. Big up Mantis. We're playing Deitch low block after the break. That is seriously dark. We're playing Deitch ball after the break. And these guys have just come back off of a win. They're flying high. They've got a new manager bounce. They're going to play the most stinkiest football. The most stinkiest football. And I don't even know if we're going to win that game. I seriously don't. You're fighting for top 4 now. Title race is gone. Bro, it's come to that situation. I don't think it'll be top 4. It'll be top 5. Top 5. It's top 5 at this moment. I think the English clubs will do well in Europe, and I think we'll finish 5th at this point. I have people asking me in the WhatsApp group chats now, and it's getting dark from this point. I think we have the worst form out of all the teams in Europe. That is shocking. I can guarantee you we have the worst form. No, we don't have the worst form in the Premier League. Okay, that would have been dark if we did. But we have arguably the worst form in the Premier League. Only Fulham, Wolves. No, it's literally only Fulham and Wolves have the worst form. They've all lost their games or 1-1. Even West Ham, who've been so poor this season, have got 2 wins in the last 5 games. Or 6 games, sorry. 2 wins in the last 6 games. Like, I don't know where we're going to go from here, man. I really don't. We still have 81 points to acquire. If we get 60 points with win 20 or win 17 and 10 draws, bro. Amrish, bro, I think it's wishful thinking, man. I don't see us getting 60 points this season. Apologies. You know, I don't see us winning our next 20 games. And obviously with you guys, You guys are my only hope. You guys are my only hope, only comfort in this moment. Because Liverpool ain't giving me any comfort at this moment, and it's sad to see. It's sad to see. Big up, Graham. I was so wrong about 2-1 Rams played gutless, bro. I'm the same. I'm in the same boat. You're not alone. You're not alone, bro. I'm in the exact same boat. I predicted a 2-1 victory. I knew it was going to be scrappy. I thought it would be a lot more transition based. I knew Manchester City had a big threat with their transition. I thought the way that we played, the way that Arne Slot has used our team, the way he can tweak things along just to get the best out of us, I thought he would do it today. I thought he'd do it today, but he's let me down today. He's let me down today. And obviously, hearing what other people have said about Arne Slot being like, Slot didn't do anything for us last season. Last season, it was all Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp's team, so to speak. And then you hear the other side of the argument where it's like Arne Slot said it the same way against Real Madrid, and no one criticized it. We all wanted the same style of football against Real Madrid. Not me. Not me. I was never in that situation. I've always been like, you're playing different teams. They've got their different style. So tweak your style so you get the best out of your team, so that you can go up against a Manchester City differently to you go up against an Aston Villa or Brentford or Madrid. But we didn't. We played the same style against Real Madrid, and we thought Real Madrid would play the same way against a Manchester City as Manchester City would. Ridiculous. How many points do you think we finish on if we carry on like this? It's 50 plus. Well, if we carry on like the form that we had, so if we get to game week 33, we would be on 54 points. Game week 32 would be 54 points, so that means we would probably be on just under 40 points. No, just over 40 points. Just over 60 points in the league after 38 games. The way that Liverpool playing has got my mind boggling right now. Got them boggling. Offside, big up offside trap as always. Ram, let's have a real convo. I'm a rival, and I can see it's down to the manager. Again, a lot of it's down to the manager, but a lot of it's down to the players. I'm not giving these players a let off. I'm not giving these players a let off. I really am not. These bottom clubs are going to get stuck into us. Arnes is struggling, and it won't get any easier. It won't, man. It won't. Nottingham Forest are fighting for their lives. They are literally 3 points off 14th. I guarantee you they're going to do their utmost to get a win. They're going to do their utmost to get a win. And it's dark, man. It's dark to see. You think Sean Dyche is going to play expansive football at Anfield? Hell no. Hell no. He's going to park a bus, then a double-decker bus, then a triple-decker bus on top of that at Anfield. It's going to get dark. It's going to get dark. Arsenal will drop points in their next 4 games. Set pieces won't save them. Bro, we'll wait and see on that, but I think that's on you, bro. It's on City to win the league now. We're out of it. If I met Michael Oliver tonight, I think I'd be in prison placing corruption. Big up YNWA. Interesting decisions that he's made, but less said of that, the better. I remember Jeremy Doku and Alexis McAllister at Anfield in 23-24. Just saying, putting 2 things together. Slot needs to start doing what won us the league last season with better players. You would think we would be happy. Bro, I'm just trying to find, not even play the same way that we played last season, but try and find a way that gets the best out of our players and get us playing proper football, man. We've been so lethargic pressing from the front. We've been so lethargic playing football when we had to play football. We've been so lethargic defensively as well. Everything's been lethargic, slow, bull crap. It's been bull crap. Out of all the things that we're talking about, it's been bull crap. And it's so tough to watch as a Liverpool fan. Having watched the best football that we've seen last season. I remember we played against Forest, and after that Forest game, we went on a 30-game unbeaten run. 30 games unbeaten is mad. Crazy stuff. Now, Van Dijk was thinking tonight, lazy leg defense. Robbo let that cross in, bro. Exactly, man. Don't forget, Ibu Konate was also very poor in that defense, man. You're a defender. You need to head the ball. You need to head the damn ball, bro. It make no sense. Big up Graham. Hit the likes, people. Ram's a good lag, and it might cheer him up, bro. We're on 32 likes, man. 32 likes, and there's 131 people here, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Chat. Liverpool lost. I'm angry. I'm upset. The least that you can do is hit the like button and get us subscribed as well whilst you're in there as well. Put the notifications on, and we will really be appreciated. We will have more content coming up in the next couple of weeks. That is for sure. 450 million to throw Virgil up front. How a two as well, bro. Yeah, that's the last thing. When you putting your centre back up as a striker, and your best bet is to launch it long to him, it is dark. It is dark. It is dark. Ram, what would you do if your slot change of personnel, tactics, formation? I need your expertise. I'll tell you what, Amrish. Because that's part of the plan for next week. I'm gonna try and get Cal and Matt on the stream from Coppish. I'm also gonna try and get a couple of people, maybe Jamie and JJ in the stream. I need to get in contact with them. But we're gonna have a stream discussing tactics and discussing how we would play this team in a particular way. I know me and Matt have talked about the diamond. I've talked about how we would play. But if I was going to give you an insight, for me, the 4-4-2 diamond, I think it would help out a lot, man. I think it would help out a lot. We need to spend another 500 million. Mark Gay, Adam Wharton, Mandela Keita, Buwadi, Semenyo, etc. Bro, we spent 400 million just to spend another 400 million upon this. This is what Liverpool's done to us, man. This is what it's come to. Why was Isak on the bench? Genuinely, for vibes, to instill fear in the Manchester City lineup, knowing that Alexander Isak is still available to play because he's one of the best strikers in the world, and he's coming back from a groin injury. I don't know why he was there. I don't know why. It was bad, bro. It was bad. Big up Graham. Liverpool breakdown. Can Arna join in for it, bro? Knowing Arna, he'll probably think it's better for him. And I've said this on most stream, and I'll probably say it to you guys as well. I'm worried that Arna Slot has become too stubborn with his tactics. I thought that he may have not been stubborn with his tactics against Aston Villa and Real. I thought maybe, we could change it a little bit, tweak it here just to get the best out of certain players. But no, he's still gone back to the usual stuff that don't work out, man. I've always been a big advocate of managers that are able to tweak their system in a certain way to get the best out of the team against their opposition. But now it's just not looking good, bro. Run a Battlefield stream, Ram. We need to chillax, broski. Maybe not tonight, bro, because knowing me, I'm just going to get even more frustrated playing Battlefield. And plus, I suck at Battlefield. I'm not good. I'm not good at all. Ram, do you think FSG will be looking at results if lose few more? Bro, they're probably looking at the results right now, man. They're probably looking at the results saying like it's going to be poor. It's been poor. They probably had meetings already being like, cool, you're losing games. We're giving you the money. We're giving you the war chest, but you're still losing games. Why is it happening? You got Isak, you got Wirtz, you got Ekatike, you got Kirkes. So why is it not working? It's questions that we need to ask, man. Big up, Sammy. Go, Sammy. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Smash the like button, people, bro. I'm trying to have a look right now. 38 likes, 125 people here, 38 likes. Come on, people. We got to do better than this, man. We got to do better than this. Hit the like button, people. Subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It's not hard. Just tap that little thumbs up button and it'll be all Gucci, bro. It'll make me feel better as well. Facts, Ram. Slot hoodwinked us. I was on the same wavelength of thinking, Ram, which is why I predicted at least a draw against City today. Laughing emoji face. Exactly. Tough one to watch. It's a tough one to watch. I don't think Arna is doing another money spend right now. FSG will be concerned. They will be concerned as an owner, as a businessman. If you've put your own money and put money out of your club, so imagine the club is an entity which makes its own money, and you've taken a lot of money out of that entity to reinvest in within the company, and you're not getting the same outputs as well. There's questions need to be asked. Questions need to be asked of management. Questions need to be asked of directors. Questions need to be asked of everything, man. Every single person in that company will be questioned, being like, "Why are we not hitting the targets that we set?" People don't like to hear this, but Liverpool Football Club is similar to running a company. Running a football club is running a company. You need to make sure everything is on point and you have targets. And if these targets are not met, you have to ask questions within the company or within the football club. FSG have spent the most money that they spent in the history of owning the football club. You don't think they'll ask questions? Come on, man. Do you think Bradley might have PTSD after today's beatdown by Doku? I'm glad he's playing for Northern Ireland now. I'm glad for him just to be with his nation, refresh, and get back to it. But the quicker we get Frimpong, the quicker we get back. Because at least the one thing Frimpong has is recovery pace. Big up offside trap. He even a rival fan is telling you to hit the like button. If you haven't already, hit the like button, people. Subscribe if you haven't as well, man. Like, get this out there as much as possible. Share this on the socials and everything. I will be doing more content. I will guarantee that for a fact. This ain't gonna want FSG to spend again, bro. If FSG said, if FSG spent 400 million and we're not gonna even get Champions League football, why would they spend more money again? They'll probably be like, we spent money and we're not winning anything, but when we don't spend money, we win stuff. So why don't we just do what we do best and just don't spend money? You see what I mean? It's crazy, man. Crazy how this game works. Is it only me? I thought Bradley was decent against Doku. I can't lie. Bradley, I don't think he got cooked up for sure. Bradley got cooked up for sure. But he wasn't as bad as what people made it out to be. He wasn't good. He wasn't good. He wasn't as good as he was against Vinny. I think Vinny was fantastic. But there are a couple of times where Doku had really got him on the ropes, and it wasn't good, bro. Doku was going at him every single moment. And I personally, for me, the Konate situation where he smacked the ball back at him, it didn't help. That was one of the first times that Bradley dealt with Jeremy Doku. And what does Konate do? Smack it back at Bradley. Stuff like that don't help for mentality, man, and don't help for psyche. Big up Carmino as well, man. Big up Carmino. Liverpool was bad. Need to win more games, bro. We need to win games ASAP, Rocky. We need to win games ASAP. We can't go into the next game losing another one. If we lose our next game, we'll be 606. 606. The only 606 I know is Radio 5 Live. That's it. That's the only 606 I know of. If anyone that lives in the UK, big up your damn self. 606 is BBC Radio 5 Live. That's the only 606 I know. And I care. Literally. I don't care about anything else. What we're going to be, we might as well just not call Liverpool Football Club. We'll just become a radio station now. Liverpool radio station, where we give away losses left, right, and centre. Give away L's left, right, and centre to be exact. Doku is a 90-minute problem. He ain't a pass back merchant like Grealish. Love or hate him, he is coming for your neck every time he gets the ball. Facts, man. The one thing that we criticize Doku a lot is the output. And the best thing that Manchester City fans can say, his output is coming into play now. It's coming into play, and it's a massive worry. It is a massive worry. Brady is still young and learning his trade. Our experienced lads need to pass up. Seems their mentality has gone. That's why I have a lot more energy for the likes of Virgil and the likes of Konate compared to what's it called? Compared to Bradley. Bradley's a Ute. I don't expect him to be doing like Cafu performances. He still gets criticism when he deserves it, but bro, the older statesmen need to step up massively, man. 606 Kelly Case and Ian Wright back in the day. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah, man. Throwback there. Doku won't have an easy game in his life to look so good. You'd be surprised. I think Doku will have a lot more better games like this. Have a lot more games like this. I think he showed a glimpse of it um against Arsenal, but today he was just up another level. Either Richard Hughes or Slot get sacked this year if you don't make Champions League this season. I don't think Richard Hughes gets sacked. I don't think Richard Hughes will get sacked because he is Michael Edwards' appointment. Michael Edwards was one of the main reasons why we are where we are. I don't think any football fan or Liverpool fan would criticize what Richard Hughes did this season. I don't think any football fan would criticize Richard Hughes this season. He did the deals that we needed to do. He got the signings that we wanted, got the signings that we needed as well. We addressed the areas that we needed to address. I don't think Richard Hughes will get any slack from this. I think it's either on the manager and the players. We can't say that we had a great window, but then at the same time, Richard Hughes could get sacked. I think FSG have also off the mindset of, well, we gave you the money, you got the players, but why are the players not working out? And I'm of the notion that what's his name? Slot was a part of it as well. And I'll say this, right? And every Liverpool fan and every football fan knows this, everyone in the chat, because I just thought of this. Jurgen Klopp didn't want Mo Salah, but he given Mo Salah, and we saw what happened with him. Jurgen Klopp didn't want Jorginho Wijnaldum as his first choice. He wanted Piotr Zielinski, but we got Wijnaldum in the end. Jurgen Klopp wanted Timo Werner, but we got Diogo Jota instead. He wanted Julian Brandt, but we got Salah. We wanted to get Goetze, but we got Mane instead. Well, I think he wanted Mane either way. Jurgen Klopp didn't get all the players that he wanted, but the players that he got given, he still got the best out of them. I don't care if people said, "Oh, these are Jurgen Klopp's players," or Arne Slot were given signs that Jurgen Klopp would have dealt with. I'm sorry, Arne Slot got given quality players that are good enough to win league titles, win the major honors. Players that also want to win the major honors as well. So, if that's the case, why don't Arne Slot get the best out of these players? These are quality players. Makes no sense. I wish played Gomez tonight. He usually plays well versus City. Konate was atrocious, and I think he's gone this summer. And Gay will replace him in Jan. We need to get Semenyo for Salah as well. I would want Elise out for the Salah replacement, man. Elise is tearing up for Bayern Munich. But yeah, Konate was atrocious. But do you know what the worrying thing is Amrish? I don't think we get Gay in January. I seriously don't think we don't get Gay in January. Wijnaldum is 10 times the player versus. Strongly disagree. I still think Verts is a talent. You hear the way that a lot of pundits and a lot of players, ex-pros as well, and managers talk about Florian Wirtz. He will be a success. I will stand by my laurels and I'll stand by my opinion. Florian Wirtz will be a success at Liverpool, but it's just going to take time. And DJ says it right here. Wirtz looks a bit lightweight. Needs to toughen up. He's got thrown up around a bit. He has to acclimatize to this league. And he has to pull in these performances, man. We paid 160 million. We need more. We need more from him. Look at City last year. New team near enough. City didn't win in 14-game streak, but now this year they're cooking. It takes time. It does take time, but when you've got a title-winning team that already had quality players and you strengthen from there, you got to do more. You've got to do more than this. And we still shouldn't be 8th in the league. I can tolerate us losing against Manchester City, and we were 2nd or 3rd with 21 points. I can deal with that. I can't deal with the fact that we're 8th in the league and we're 18 points. 8 points off Arsenal. I can't deal with that at all. To get at least in, we need Champions League, in my opinion. I still think we get Champions League. I still think we're champions. We're not that bad. Well, saying that, we are actually quite that bad. I think Vert's been good. Slot ain't helping him, and he ain't used to the physicality. Agreed. Agree. I don't think Slot has helped him in any way, shape, or form in the way that we play. I think he hasn't helped the fact that um he hasn't nurtured him properly like what Jurgen Klopp used to do. But again, criticism for Florian Wirtz, he is 160 million pounds, and I do expect more from him, man. I do expect more from him. Ram, how do we fix up versus physical teams? Play football. You actually have to play football. The only way to beat physical teams is by playing football around them, absorbing pressure, bringing players around you, not getting isolated 1v1 or 2v1 from players from your opposition. That's the only way. But we don't do that, do we? We don't do that at all. Apart from Declan Rice, it's generally hard to find £100 million signing that have fully worked out. I think we had a look at this before. I think Declan Rice is one. You could argue Caicedo's now really turned up for that price tag, but yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard to find it. So he didn't have a new team last season. The only signings in summer were free transfer Gundo and Savinho. It was an old team. Facts. They had to transition from their old god of the likes of Gundogan at his best, Kevin De Bruyne and people like that. So you could argue that was the transition team, man. With Nunes, Diaz, and rest in peace, Jota, of course, rest in peace. We had energy and pressing a lot. Now, with the profiles we have, we won't do it because slot style and it will not succeed in this league. He has to fix elsewhere. He has to go. Or else he has to go. Facts. In a league like this, in a physical league like this, where it's almost a given that you have to press now, that's the one thing Jurgen Klopp has implemented in this team and probably given to this league is that counter pressing is important, man. Counter pressing is the most important thing. And if we don't counter press, you're going to get beaten. Even the lower level teams counter press, which is crazy. It's crazy. Big up Thunder Road. Yeah, of course. There's 42 likes already, 121 people in chat. Appreciate you guys being here for almost an hour. Really do. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. If we can get to 50 likes minimum, 50% conversion rate is still pretty poor, but 42 people and 120 people in the chat. Come on, man. Get the likes up as much as possible. And I appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't as well. Subscribe if you're new as well. Verts has a clueless look to him when he's playing. He's a big issue in the team. People are becoming Verts FC. He should be dropped when Isak is fit with Ekitike in the 10. Ekitike in the 10, I don't think works. I don't think it works at all. I am one to say that I'm not part of Verts FC. I do give him criticism when we need to, when he does deserve it. But I do agree with you. He does need to get time out of the team. He needs to be bled in. I think putting in this team just doesn't help him at any point. Forcing him into the team playing in that 10 is just not going to help him at any way, shape, or form. So what's the point? Why isn't Isak playing? Not fit enough. And plus the manager didn't want to bring him on. They're getting 3-0. What's he going to do? He ain't going to do shit. So what's the point of bringing him on? You guys remember Robbo pressing the entire City team back in the day? Because I do, yeah. The good old days. The good old days when Liverpool were under Klopp at their peak. Such a great time. Great feeling. Just take me back to that. Take me back. Felt sorry for Ekitike. Didn't create any chance for him. Facts. I think people have forgotten today as well. Ekitike was so isolated. Having to live off 50 balls, trying to make things happen, trying to get things happening, start dribbling, passing, just nothing was working. And he was left all on his own on an island up front. And Ruben Diaz and Gvardiol were just eating up every single opportunity when the ball was getting played into them. Pause. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough watch. What the heck is going on with Konate? Is he made up his mind to leave? How has his level dropped? Don't know, man. I don't know. And I don't know where it's going to go from here, man. I really don't. Come on, people, get around to 50 likes. Yes, people, 45 likes already, man. There's 124 people in the chat. Appreciate you all being here. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and also like the stream as well. We're gonna close out very soon. So if you haven't already, please do like the stream. I'm not going to go sleep tonight. I know that for a fact. Madhouse, see, nobody mentioned Gakpo, Chance, Missed, and Mo. I know, but I think the game was already gone from there. What's the point of crying about something when the game's already gone? We lost the game in the first half. If we went into the first half 1-0 down, I think there was still a chance for us to win the game. But the fact we went 2-0 down with that stupid piece of defending, yeah, it was done. It was done. But people, it's been over an hour. I appreciate you all being here. I'm gonna close out for now. I am gonna be back some point next week with the stream for in general about Liverpool this season. I'll be getting some special guests in there as well. The likes of Matt, the likes of Callum from Coppish. Try and get Jamie on as well, and a couple other people as well. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, as I said, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and we will be back. Liverpool lost against Manchester City. Going to be a tough 2 weeks to sit on this L. But we move people. We'll chop it up later this week, and we will do a lot more international football. We'll do a lot more streams on international football outside of football as well. Gaming content will be around. We'll also be doing catch ups with the Liverpool Mandem, and we'll also be doing a couple of watch longs on Big Up. I'll be probably on the likes of the Matt show with Matt, and and I think that's probably, yeah. I don't know if Drifty's also doing something. If I'm also doing something else, it'll be with Drifty TV as well. So, people, I appreciate you all being here. I'm going to end the stream here. If you haven't already, like the stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Just a solo stream for that. Probably a Q&A session as well. So I'll see you all for tomorrow. But people, it's Ram. Got the Ram stand. It's going to be a long 2 weeks. But we move. Liverpool lost 3-0 at Manchester City, and I appreciate everyone being here as well, helping me vent my thoughts. So there we are, people. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to end the stream here, and we are out, people. Peace.